Remember, remember, all love is over. To lose that love was such a sin. Remember then. Remember. Our love is in the past. Why did it go so fast? Why couldn't our love last? Can't last. Wop. Bada bada shibop. Oh. I'm broken hearted now, 'cause we have parted now. My mind wanders now and why. And remember that day. Remember. Hey, we are the Rockin Daddios, and we hope that you bring up a lot of songs that you remember when, bringing back great memories for you, times and stories, and we've had a lot of them here tonight.
Here's a song from 1958, a top 10 hit by the Monotones.
Oh, I wonder who, ba-doo-ba, who wrote the book of love? Tell me, oh, who wrote the book of love? I've got to know the answer. Did someone from above? Oh, I wonder who, ba-doo-ba, who wrote the book of love? Baby, I love you, yes I do. When it says so in that book of love, I is the one that's true. Oh, I wonder who, ba-doo-ba, who wrote the book of love? It says that chapter 1 says you love her with all your heart. Chapter 2 you tell her you never gonna part. And chapter 3 remember the meaning of romance. In chapter 4 you break up, but you give it just one more chance. Oh, I wonder who, ba-doo-ba, who wrote the book of love? Baby, I love you, yes I do. When it says so in that book of love, I is the one that's true. Oh, I wonder who, ba-doo-ba, who wrote the book of love? It says in chapter 1 says you love her with all your heart. Chapter 2 you tell her you never gonna part. And chapter 3 remember the meaning of romance. In chapter 4 you break up, but you give it just one more chance. Oh, I wonder who, ba-doo-ba, who wrote the book of love? I wonder who wrote the book of love?
Who wrote that book of love? Was it you? Oh, yeah, these songs bring back so many memories. Here's a great song from 1961. It was number 1 for 3 weeks by the Marcells. It was originally written in the 30s by Rodgers and Hart for several Broadway plays. And hopefully you'll remember it.
Ba 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 dang 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 ding it on ding blue 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 moon dip 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 blue 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 moon dip 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 blue 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 moon dip 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 ba 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 dang 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 ding it on blue moon.
You saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Oh, then suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms could ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Whoa, 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 blue, 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 blue. Now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
Every doo-wop group ought to do that one.
Thank you.
Most of them do.
Here's a big song from 1957, a top 10 hit for Thurston Harris, brought back in the 70s by the Jackson 5 and the 90s by Huey Lewis and the News. Little bitty pretty wop, why don't you talk to me? Lovey-dovey-dovey wop, why don't you sit on my knee? I tell you a story, I've been a long time ago. Little bitty pretty wop, I've been watching you grow. Little bitty pretty one.
Doo-wop right here. We're keeping it alive here at Herter Park.
That's right. We are the Rockin Daddios from the Lakes region in New Hampshire, and we're performing for the very first time in Massachusetts. Grateful to be here.
That's not true. We've been at the Topsfield Fair before.
Oh, that's right. Well, Topsfield, is that really part of Massachusetts?
Is that in Massachusetts?
I thought it was southern New Hampshire.
I think it was annexed by New Hampshire.
Here's another great song from 1961. Curtis Lee had his very own, very first and only top 10 hit. And this song was done by Shana Na over the years and featured in American Graffiti and a lot of those 50s types of movies.
Anything else? 50s types of movies. Pretty little angel eyes, yeah. Pretty little angel eyes, yeah. Pretty little angel, pretty little angel, pretty little, pretty little, pretty little, pretty little. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty little angel eyes.
Angel eyes, I really love you so. Angel eyes, I never let you go. because I love you, my darling angel eyes.
Pretty little angel eyes.
Angel eyes, you are so good to me. And when you're in my arms, you are so heavenly. You know I love you, my darling angel eyes. Angel eyes. I know you were sent from heaven above. You rule my life with your wonderful love. And we'll be happy for eternity. 'Cause you know that love is real. Angel eyes, I really love you so. Angel eyes, I'll never let you go. Because I love you, my darling angel eyes.
Angel eyes. Take it away, Drew.
Wow.
Pretty little angel eyes, yeah.
Pretty little angel eyes. Pretty little angel, pretty little angel, pretty little angel eyes.
Wow, you hear that cowbell?
Let's hear it for the cowbell.
Julia, that's cool.
Thank you. Straight from central New Hampshire.
A double major, Julia.
Double major.
Cowbell.
Cowbell? Really?
And cowbell, yes indeed.
Nice.
Here's a great song from 1957, the Dell Vikings. One of the first interracial groups to hit the top 40. They had a top 10 hit with this very song.
Down, 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 down,
Down,
down,
doo down, 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 doo down, 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 doo down. Wow, 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 wow. Well, I love you, darling. Come and go with me, come go with me. Way beyond the sea, I need you, darling. Come go with me. Down, 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 come, 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 down, into my heart, down, darling, we will never part, down, need you, darling, so come go with me, wow, 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 yes, I need you, yes, I really need you, you say you'll never leave me,
no, you'll never leave me,
oh, say you'll never, yes, you really never, you'll never give me a
Bow, bow.
down, come, 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 come into my heart, tell me, darling, we will never part, I need you, darling, so come go with me, wow, 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 yes, I need you, yes, I really need you, say you'll never leave
no, you'll never leave me,
oh, say you'll never, yes, you really never, you'll never give me a
Bow, bow.
down, come, 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 come into my heart, tell me, darling, we will never part, I need you, darling, so come go with me, oh, go with me, oh, go with me, wow, 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 wow.
Yes, indeed. You know, it's all right to sing along. We love to hear you. And you can, if you want to dance, there's room out here to dance. Or you can just dance in your chairs. That's okay. We love it.
Speaking
So
of
sing
singing
along.
along now, we got a good sing-along song for you.
Here's a good sing-along song. 1957, Harry Belafonte brought the Calypso craze to the United States. Who remembers Harry Belafonte and the Calypso craze? That's right. Here is a top 10 hit from 1957.
You ready to sing with me? Doesn't sound like it. Are you ready to sing with me? That's much better. All right. All you have to do is repeat after me. Deo. Misateo.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
Sing that. Daylight come and me want to go home. Day. Misateo. 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 Everybody.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
We work all night and we pick banana.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
We work all night and we drink the rum.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
I said, say, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
I said, say, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
We picked
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me want to go home.
We picked
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch.
You got it.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
Well, what a beautiful bunch of ripe bananas.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
But watch out for the deadly black tarantula.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
I said, say, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
I said, say, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
We picked
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me want to go home.
We picked
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me want to go home.
Deo, Misa Deo.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
Deb, Misa Deb, Misa Deb, Misa Deo. Very good.
Daylight come and me want to go home.
Give yourselves a round of applause. And I'm glad someone out there knew the choreography.
We have in the audience many wonderful people, but we have in the audience a young woman that we performed with on stage 15 plus years
Don't
ago.
tell anybody about that.
She was our original choreographer. Did you choreograph that?
I did.
You did.
And you know what?
It has held up over the test of
Still
time.
haven't learned it.
Yeah, 15, 20 years ago. We'll get it sooner or later.
That's right. That's actually how the Rockin Daddios began. 15 years ago, we were all performing in a great show in Concord by the late Irene DeShane. She was our director. And she would pull in talent from all throughout the state. And Corey was our choreographer. And there was like a cast of maybe 30, 40 people in the show. And it was in 2003 when I entered the scene, but there was a men's medley, which always stole the show.
You're that old?
Which Corey choreographed. And that was how the Daddios started originally. So.
All right.
And here she is with her family and husband. It's wonderful. Life has changed. Okay, here's a great song from 1959. The Coasters had so many wonderful comedic hits, but this is probably one of their best love songs from 1959. Talking about that guy, then everybody, the wise guy, always, nobody can really measure up to this guy.
The guy that used to give you those atomic wedgies, right? Right over the top.
I spent 6 months in a locker in high school.
A lot of therapy.
It stunted my growth. That's why I sing so high. But anyway, it was because of this man.
And this is the guy that, everybody said, oh, I'd like to be like him, but he spent most of his time in the principal's office.
That's right.
Gym class, forget about it. English class, forget about it. What he did was his own thing.
Can you hear his guitar?
Feed, feed, 5, 5, 4, 4, fum. I smell smoke in the auditorium. Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, he's a clown. That Charlie Brown, he's gonna get caught. Just you wait and see.
Why is everybody always picking on me?
That's him on his knees. I know that's him yelling 7 come 11 down in the boys' gym. Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, he's a clown. That Charlie Brown, he's gonna get caught. Just you wait and see.
Why is everybody always picking on me?
Who's always running down the hall? Who's always riding on the wall? Who's always throwing spitballs?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
That's
He walks in the classroom cool and slow. Who calls the English teacher Daddy-O? Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, he's a clown. That Charlie Brown, he's gonna get caught. Just you wait and see.
Why is everybody always picking on me?
The original Paranoid Charlie Brown.
All right, let's change it up a little bit and sing a song by, well, originally they were called the Four Lovers until they went to that bowling alley and didn't get the audition that they were there for. And they changed their name to the Four Seasons. Yeah.
And this was one of their first big hits. They had 3 hits in succession, all hit #1 for the space of total of 3 months probably. Sherry was the first one, 5 or 6 weeks, and then this one was the second one for 3 or 4 weeks, and then Walk Like a Man. But this is the one we're going to do for you now. Big Girls Don't Cry.
Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. They don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Who said they don't cry? My girl said goodbye. My oh my girl didn't cry. I wonder why. Silly boy. Oh my girl, we had to break up. Silly boy. Thought that you would call my bluff. Silly boy. Then she said to my surprise, big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. They don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Who says they don't cry? Maybe I was cruel. I was cruel. Maybe I'm a fool. I'm such a fool. Silly girl. Shame on you, your mama said. Silly girl. Shame on you, you cried in bed. Silly girl. Shame on you, you told a lie. Big girls do cry. Big girls don't cry. They don't cry. Big girls don't cry. That's just an alibi. Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry.
Big Girls Don't Cry. Here's a song from 1961. The Drifters had many, many hits. And here's a song they had that hit the charts in 61. What can you tell us about this one, Bo?
What?
Save the last name.
All right, this is a song that was originally by Doc Pomus, who also did Teenager in Love. And he was a man confined to a wheelchair, and he was married to a very beautiful Hollywood choreographer. And when they go to a wedding or an event or something, they always, she'd want to dance, and he knew that, so he would encourage her to dance with other men. And at one of these events, he was watching her dance with another man, and he wrote this song. You can dance every dance with a guy who gives you the eye, let him hold you tight. You can smile every smile for the man who held your hand neath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling,
Save the last dance for me.
oh I know
Oh, I know.
that the music
Yes,
is
I know.
fine like sparkling
Oh, I
wine.
know.
Go and have your
Yes,
fun.
I know. Oh, I know.
Laugh and sing.
Yes, I know.
But while we're
Oh, I know.
apart, don't give your
Yes, I know.
heart to just anyone.
Oh, I know. Yes, I
'Cause
know.
Don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling,
Save the last dance for me.
baby, don't you know I love you so. Bet you feel it when we touch. I will never ever let you go. I love you oh so much. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go.
You can dance.
If he asks,
You can dance.
if you're all alone,
You can dance.
can he take you,
You can
home?
dance.
You must tell him
You can
no.
dance.
'Cause don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling,
Save the last dance for me.
Ooh,
Save the last dance for me.
Ooh,
Save the last dance for me.
Save the Last Dance.
Thank you.
Here's a song from 1958. The Mystics had a top 20 hit with this song.
How many people remember 1958? All right, good. We rule.
That's right. I was just an infant in 1958.
Yeah, sure.
I am the youngest one in the group, believe it or not. But yeah, the Mystics had probably one of their biggest hits with a song in 1958, based on a child's lullaby.
You can sing this to your child tonight. Oh, we'll sing it to him.
Hush-a-bye, oh my darling, don't you cry. Guardian angels up above, take care of the one I love. Oh, hush, hush, hush-a-bye. Oh, hush, hush, hush-a-bye. Jang, 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 jang. Oh, my darling, rest your head. Sandman will be coming soon, singing you a slumber tune. Oh, hush, hush, hush-a-bye. Oh, lullaby and good night. In your dreams, I'll hold you tight. Lullaby and good night till the dawn's early light. Hush-a-bye, hush-a-bye, oh my darling, don't you cry. Guardian angels up above, take care of the one I love. Oh, hush, hush, hush-a-bye. Oh, hush, hush, hush-a-bye. Hush, hush, hush-a-bye.
Goodbye.
All right, this next song is kind of a change of pace. This was originally done by Pat Boone, you know, the guy with the white bucks and the sweater, oh, Mr. Nicey Nice. But at the end of his career, I think he was looking for something to shake it all up, and this is what he went for. I don't know if it worked or not.
Yeah, it was a top 10 hit in 1962. It was kind of the end of his chart career. A little bit of a novelty song. I don't know how politically correct this would be anymore. But that was 1962, and things were a little bit different back then.
It was a moonlit night in old Mexico. I walked alone among some old adobe haciendas. Suddenly, I heard the plaintive cry of a young Mexican girl.
La 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 la, la la la, la 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 la.
Then she could have shaved.
La 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 la.
Now what am I going to do?
La 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 la.
Shave shave.
You better come home, Speedy Gonzales, or in the family road. Stop all of your drinking with a coochie named Bo. Come on home to your adobe and slap some mud on the wall. The roof is leaking like a strainer. There's bugs and roaches in the hall. Speedy Gonzales, Speedy Gonzales, why don't you come home? Why don't you come home? Speedy Gonzales, Speedy Gonzales, why don't you leave me alone?
Hey, Rosita, I have to go shopping for my mother. She needs some tortillas and chili peppers.
La 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 la.
Your dog is gonna have a puppy, and we're running out of coke. No enchiladas in the icebox, and the television's broke. I saw some lipstick on your sweatshirt. I smell some perfume in your ear. And if you're gonna keep on messing, don't bring your messing back here. Speedy Gonzales, Speedy Gonzales, why don't you come home? Why don't you come home? Speedy Gonzales, Speedy Gonzales, why don't you leave me alone?
Hey, Rosita, down at the cantina, they're giving away green stamps for tequila. Hey, boys and girls, you know who I am, huh? I am a cultural icon from the 50s, like my cousin Speedy Gonzales. I am the Frito Bandito. He was a good guy. I am not a good guy. But you want to be just like me, don't you? You must learn the Frito Bandito song. It goes like this.
I am the Frito Bandito.
I love Fritos corn chips, I love them, I do. I love Fritos corn chips, I take them from you.
I am the Frito Bandito.
Give me Fritos corn chips and I'll be your friend. The Frito Bandito, you must not offend. Now, boys and girls, you are Frito Bandito like me. You go loco over the tasty crispy crunch of Fritos corn chips. That's nice.
Munch, munch, munch a bunch of Fritos corn chips.
It's not polite to smack your lips, but you can't help it
With Fritos corn chips, munch, munch, munch a bunch of Fritos corn chips. Thank you, Bozy on Mexican scene.
That's right. Those are great commercials back in the 50s. Here's a big song from 1959. Lloyd Price had #1 hit for 6 weeks. Tell us a little bit about it, Bob.
Well, this is a song about something that actually happened on Christmas Day in 1895 at the Bill Curtis Saloon in St. Louis, Missouri. An altercation between two unsavory men. One of them had mob ties, and the other one was just the kind of guy you wouldn't want to hang around with. It'd ruin your reputation. But this guy became a folk hero because of the vigilante justice he took upon himself. The night was dark, and the moon was yellow, and the leaves came tumbling down. I was standing on the corner when I heard my bulldog bark. He was barking at two men who were gambling in the dark. It was Stagger Lee, and Billy, two men who gambled late. Stagger Lee threw a 7, Billy swore that he threw 8. Stagger Lee said to Billy, I can't let you go with that. You've taken all my money and my brand new Stetson hat.
Stagger Lee.
He went home
Stagger Lee.
straight down those railroad tracks. Said, I'm gonna get you, Billy, you better be here when I get back. Now go Stagger Lee, boy.
Go Stagger Lee.
Go,
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 Go Stagger Lee.
Stagger Lee.
Stagger Lee.
He went home
Stagger Lee.
and he got his 44. Said, I'm going to that bar room just to pay that debt I owe. Stagger Lee
Stagger Lee.
went to the bar room
Stagger Lee.
and he stood across the bar room door. Said, don't nobody move, and he pulls his 44. Stagger Lee,
Stagger Lee.
cried Billy.
Stagger Lee.
Oh, please don't take my life. I've got 2 little children and a very sickly wife. Stagger Lee,
Stagger Lee.
he shot Billy.
Stagger Lee.
Oh, he shot that poor boy bad. Till a bullet went through Billy and it broke the bartender's glass. That's all Stagger Lee, boy. They say
Go Stagger Lee.
go,
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 Go Stagger Lee.
Go, oh, Stagger Lee.
Go,
He had
Stagger
to ride out of town
Go,
really
Stagger
fast because the sheriff was after
Go
him.
Stagger Lee.
Yeah, right up on it, yeah.
Go Stagger
You'll never catch me, sheriff. Bang, 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 yeah. Oh, but the posse had him surrounded. Get right this way, yeah.
Stagger
You'll never
Lee.
catch me,
Go
sheriff.
Stagger Lee.
Oh, but the posse had him surrounded.
Go
They
Stagger
did.
Lee.
They got old
Go
Stagger Lee.
Stagger
They put him in
Lee.
irons
Go
and they hauled him off
Stagger
to
Lee.
jail.
Go
Oh, for 12
Stagger
years
Lee.
he was in jail for that.
Go Stagger
These
Lee.
guys won't stop playing, so I
Stagger
gotta
Lee.
keep talking. All right,
Go
well,
Stagger
Stagger Lee
Lee.
was in jail,
Go
and he
Stagger
was
Lee.
dreaming about
Go
being on his
Stagger
horse
Lee.
and ride.
Go
Ah,
Stagger
yeah.
Lee. Go Stagger Lee.
Okay, that's the end of that song. Yeah,
Stagger Lee.
these guys, I'm telling you. Poor Stagger Lee, 12 years in jail, and he got pardoned by the governor, and he was out for about a year before he committed another crime, and he was back in prison where he died soon after. Tragedy. And let's sing about it.
That's right. It's a legend. Here's one of the early songs of the rock and roll era, 1955. The Penguins had a big hit with this song.
Earth angel, please be mine, my darling dear, love you all the time. I'm just a fool, a fool in love with you. I fell for you, and I knew the vision of your love's loveliness. I hope and I pray that someday that I'll be the vision of your happiness. Whoa, earth angel, please be mine, my darling dear, love you all the time. I'm just a fool in love with you. I fell for you, and I knew the vision of your love's loveliness. I hope just a fool, a fool in love with you.
Earth Angel. Back in 1961, Dion DiMucci had a really big year, many top 10 hits, actually 61 to 63 and then beyond that. But here's a song that his first #1 hit, originally written about a girl named Dolores from Tremont Avenue in the Bronx. But Dolores didn't really rhyme with anything, so they changed the name to Sue. The girl was a bit of a runaround, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Here's my story, it's sad but true, about a girl that I once knew. She took my love and then ran around with every single guy in town. Hip, hip, whoa, whoa.
Put your hands together now. Sing along with us, you know.
Yeah, I should have known it from the very start. The girl would leave me with a broken heart. Now listen, people, what I'm telling you, you keep away from a runaround Sue. The taste of her lips and the smile of the touch of her hair and the girl's body. So if you don't want to cry like that, you keep away from a runaround Sue. Hip, hip,
she likes to travel around. She loves it to put you down. Now people, let me put you wise. Who goes out with all the guys? Here's a moral and a story from a guy who knows. I fell in love and my love still grows. Ask any fool that she will say, keep away from a runaround Sue. She likes to travel around. She loves it to put you down. People, let me put you wise. Who goes out with all the guys? Here's a moral and a story from a guy who knows. I fell in love and my love still grows. Ask any fool that she ever knew. They'll say, keep away from a runaround Sue. Stay away from that girl. You don't know what she'll do. Keep away from Sue. Stay away from that girl. You don't know what she'll do. Stay away from Sue.
Here's another big hit, 1961, Del Shannon.
As I walk along, I wonder what went wrong with our love, a love that was so strong. And I still walk on, I think of the things we've done together while our hearts were young. I'm walking in the rain, tears are falling and I feel the pain. Wishing you were here by me to end this misery. And I wonder,
Put your hands together now.
why wonder,
That's it.
why
Sing those high notes like Angela.
she went away. And I wonder where she will stay, my little runaway.
Thank you. This is a song from 1959. Dion, before he left the Belmonts, was part of Dion and the Belmonts. They had several top 10
He left
hits.
Belmont. Where did he go?
He left the Belmonts from Belmont Avenue and he went out on his own as a solo artist. That's right. He's still performing nowadays. Great performer. And here's a big hit from 1959,
The Belmonts were from Belmont Avenue?
I believe.
What are the odds?
Hey. You'd be surprised where they're from. Anyway, this is dedicated to all those in the audience that are teenagers, whoever have been teenagers, or are raising teenagers. Good one.
And for those of you that have ever been in love, some of us, many times.
No, we're not doing Earth Angel again.
That's Earth Angel, by the way.
Just like it, doesn't it?
He's been in love so many times. No, it's a different song. It goes like this. It goes.
Each time we have a quarrel, it almost breaks my heart, 'cause I am so afraid that we will have to part. Each night I ask the stars up above, what do I ask? Why must I be a teenager in love? One day I feel so happy, next day I feel so sad. I guess I'll learn to take the good with the bad. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? I've cried a tear for nobody but you. I'll be a lonely one if you should say we're through. If you want to make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. And if you say goodbye, I'll still go on loving you. Each night I ask the stars up above,
Sing it out.
why must I be a teenager in love? Yeah, nobody but you. I'll be a lonely one if you should say we're through. If you want to make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. And if we say goodbye, I'll still go on loving you. Each night I ask the stars up above, why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love? Why must I be a teenager in love?
Give yourselves a hand for that one.
Why, oh, why, oh, why.
All of us. We've all been there one time. or
Oh,
another.
yeah.
Some people many times, right?
Some people many centuries ago, right, Drew?
Oh.
That's right.
All right. This next song is by a couple of guys named Don and Juan.
That's
They
right.
weren't related, were they? Were they brothers or
No,
something
that
like
was the stage
You
name.
don't want to make up something?
But this was a top 10 hit in 1962, and musical tastes were starting to change. So doo-wop was kind of on its way out. The Beatles were right around the corner, and the British invasion. But they managed to have a top 10 hit in 1962 with this song.
What's your name? Have I seen you before? What's your name? May I walk you to your door? It's so hard to find a personality with charms like yours for me. Ooh, 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 wee. What's your name? Is it Mary or Sue? What's your name? Do I stand a
a chance with you. It's so hard to find a personality with charms like yours for me. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee.
I stood on this corner waiting for you to come home, so my heart feels satisfied.
So please let me be your number one. Under the moon, under the stars, and under the sun. What's your name? What's your name? Is it Mary or Sue? What's your name? What's your name? Do I stand a chance with you? It's so hard to find a personality with charms like yours for me. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee.
I stood on this corner waiting for you to come home, so my heart feels satisfied.
So please let me be your number one. Under the moon, under the stars, and under the sun. What's your name? What's your name? Is it Mary or Sue? What's your name? What's your name? Do I stand a chance with you? It's so hard to find a personality with charms like yours for me. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Shoo-wah-wah.
What's your name?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know, who was that guy that wrote these songs? I mean, you know, they make the women swoon and things like that. You know, I'd like to meet that guy.
Well, this particular guy was Barry Mann. He had his only top 10 hit in 1961.
Really?
But he and his wife, Cynthia Weil, went on to write dozens and dozens of songs throughout the 60s and beyond. Songs by the Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Love and Feeling, Soul and Inspiration,
You do Unchained
River
Melody?
Deep, and Mountain High. No, Unchained Melody was from back in the 50s. But this is his only top 10 hit, and it was a big hit in 1961.
Well, I'd like to thank the guy who wrote the song that made my baby fall in love with me. So
Who put the bump in the bumper, bumper, bump? Who put the ram in the ram-a-lama ding-dong? Who put the bop in the bop, shabop, shabop? Who put the dip in the dip, dip, dip?
who was that man? I'd like to shake his hand. He
Made my baby fall in love with me.
every time she heard.
Bump, 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 bump.
Every word went right into her heart. And when she heard them sing,
Ram-a-lama, ding-dong.
she said we'd never have to part.
Who put the bump in the bumper, bumper, bump? Who put the ram in the ram-a-lama ding-dong? Who put the bop in the bop, shabop, shabop? Who put the dip in the dip, dip, dip?
Who was that man? I'd like to shake his hand. He
Made my baby fall in love with me.
at night when we're alone.
Boogie, 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 shoot.
Sets my baby's heart all aglow. And every time we dance to she always says she loves me so.
Who put the bump in the bump, the bump, the bump? Who put the ram in the ram-a-lama ding-dong? Who put the bop in the bop, shabop, shabop? Who put the dip in the dip, dip, dip? Who
And when I say you know I mean it from the bottom of my Who was that man?
I'd like to shake his hand. He made my baby fall in love. Made my baby fall in love. He made my baby fall in love with me.
Who put the bomb? They don't write songs like that anymore. That may be a good thing. That's right.
All right, we'd like to sing a song here, and then we'll take a quick water break. It'll be very quick, so don't go anywhere. But this song was written in 1939 by a man named Solomon Linder, a South African man. It was very popular in Africa at the time. And then the Jay Siegel and the Tokens in the 50s picked it up and made a smash hit out of it. And then Warner Brothers and Disney picked it up, so you all know these words. So sing along.
Jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. The peaceful village, the lion sleeps tonight. In the village, the quiet village, the lion sleeps tonight. Hey, hey, hey. Don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Whoa, oh, 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 we away.
Feel free to talk amongst yourselves.